my channel, and today we are doing another video about we're continuing what we did yesterday. By the way, I am so sorry that, not so sorry, I feel really bad, because, me and my friend, we made this story, Brookhaven, and, the story deleted itself off my app. I was angry. Sadly, I cannot do anything about it. But probably we'll try to make it again, so it's not that big of a deal. So let's react to this story and let's get on to it.
This happened last week. I am Sam. I study in high school. We had a teacher named Mr. Smith. He taught us chemistry. One day after class, Mr. Smith told us that he is planning to go on a long holiday, which is why he might not be present at the next classes. He told us that until our principal can arrange for someone to take his class for a while, we should prepare for our lessons on our own. Generally, everyone was excited to hear that. We all thought at least the chemistry class was going to be off period for a while. Next day, when we went to school, something unexpected happened. As soon as we went in front of the classroom and opened the classroom door, everyone screamed in horror. A body was hanging from the glass ceiling. It was our chemistry teacher, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith committed suicide in his very own classroom. His neck snapped to the other side when he jumped from the wooden chair while trying to tie the rope around his neck. Many of the
No. If I'm seeing that, I'm running out the door. I say bye-bye, school. I did not need you. No. Who needed chemistry? Not me. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Students fainted. Many started vomiting. I became numb. I stood there silently, like a statue, and watched his body dangling in the air. The school immediately went into a lockdown. Police cars stormed the front of the school. Our parents came to take us home. We stood outside the school gate and watched the paramedics taking our chemistry teacher's body away. Next day, our principal addressed the entire school by giving his condolences to Mr. Smith's family. Our school life went back to normal, but we often heard teachers and seniors talking about Mr. Smith's unfortunate death. Some even said that his wife was having an affair with one of his friends. Probably, this is why he decided to commit suicide. With more days passing by,
People actually do commit suicide of that. It's like that's what's really sad. Stuff because if you have a friend or a brother or a sister, whatever, that's your family, or you know what I'm saying, and your girlfriend or boyfriend or wife or husband cheats on them with them, it's it makes you just feel really bad and that stuff. And a lot of people commit suicide because of that.
people started to forget about this incident, but the classroom where Mr. Smith committed suicide remained unused. Needless to say, it was almost awkward for everyone to use that classroom like every other one. Our principal declared that the classroom will be renovated and turned into a lab. One day, I went to the washroom in the middle of our English class. The boys' washroom was right beside the chemistry class. I was passing through the classroom door just when an eerie feeling grabbed my heart. I felt like someone was inside the classroom. I opened the door to check myself.
No. I'm gonna say this again. No. If you hear a noise coming from somewhere, will you go inside and see it? No, I would not. I would not walk inside there and say, "Hello, is anybody in here?" I'm not gonna be a horror movie. If I hear something from that room, I'm running straight down. Forget about going to the bathroom. Forget it. I'm not going to the bathroom. They can say bye-bye for me going to the bathroom. Because if I hear something, not going to happen.
But there wasn't anyone. I found myself standing inside an empty classroom. Suddenly, I heard someone's voice really close to my ear. It felt like someone was standing beside me and whispered in my ear, "Help me, Sam." I immediately turned around, but there was no one. For a second, I felt as if Mr. Smith spoke into my ears. After that day,
If you're wondering why I'm looking behind me, since I'm watching this video and I need better lighting, I'm using the light right over here so you guys can see my face, and that means I have to face backwards. Demons, do not kill me. I do not want to die today. Not today. No, not today. No, no, no.
Many rumors started to roam around the school. Teachers said that the chemistry classroom is haunted. Our school security guard went to take his usual round at night and saw a man standing in the dark hallway with blood-red eyes. His neck was snapped, making his head hang from it. Even though these incidents were only witnessed by some, the entire school started to believe that Mr. Smith's spirit actually roams in the school.
My question is, is your parents still letting you go there? Like, are they still letting you go there after that? I'm pretty sure if that happened, my parents would, get me out of that school. I just don't think I would be there no more. That's the time I drop out of school.
One day, I was talking to a friend, standing in the school corridor when I saw two cops leaving our principal's office. I overheard one of the cops saying to our principal, "Yeah, this is just a case of suicide, hence, we don't think further investigation is needed anymore. So, we are closing this case, Mr. Wright." Our principal, Mr. Wright, nodded his head with a sad face, and the cops left. That night, I had a terrible dream. I was standing in the chemistry classroom. Above my head, Mr. Smith's lifeless body was hanging from the ceiling. I looked up and saw his dead face.
It gets worse. No. I know you guys want to see the violence and that stuff, but I just feel like YouTube wouldn't accept that. Okay, I'll let this one slide. This one can slide. The other one of him hanging, no, it cannot slide. I'll let this one, because in the other video I let one slide, so I guess I'll let this one, just this one slide. This one only. Because I just don't, I feel like if kids are watching this, they're going to be terrified of what they see. And a lot of parents are going to hate me after it.
He suddenly opened his eyes and said, "You must bring him here, Sam. You must help me." As I woke up, drenched in sweat, I realized it was 10 o'clock in the morning. I tried to think the entire day. Why am I having this weird feeling about Mr. Smith's death? And who was the person who was telling me?
I shall move over here. There's nothing up there. We safe, guys. No, that's not right. That's just not right. No.
Bring to him. There were so many questions, but no answers. I expected it was just my mind playing tricks on me until the next horror unfolded.
Yes, it is.
Our school organized a basketball match after the last class. It was 5 p.m. when the match started. All the students and teachers stayed back after dark that day. Principal Wright was supposed to honor the winning team with the house cup. Everyone was cheering on the basketball court like crazy. Suddenly, my eyes went on Mr. Wright, and I saw his face losing color. It seemed like there wasn't a single drop of blood in his face. His eyes were fixed to the middle of the basketball court. He wasn't watching the game, rather staring at something. I followed his eyes, but saw nothing except the players running around to score a point. Principal Wright suddenly got up and said something to our gym teacher, who was sitting right next to him, then left for the exit. This is when I heard that spine-chilling voice. "Bring him, Sam. Bring him to the chemistry classroom." I don't know what happened to me, but I somehow lost control over my legs for a moment. I felt someone pulled me from my seat.
What's wrong with his eyes? Look at his eyes. What is wrong? Looks like they're bulging out and that they're like red. What is wrong? Oh my gosh. What has my life become? What has it become? Seriously.
It made me follow him. As soon as I came out, I saw Mr. Smith walking away amidst the school corridor. I said in a shaken but clear voice, "Mr. Smith, my father would like to speak with you for a moment. It is urgent." My father wasn't there. I made all this up. Trust me or not, I felt like I was in a mode of trance and someone else was speaking from my mouth. Mr. Smith got really annoyed and started to walk towards me. He said in an irritated voice, "Fine, where is he? I don't have much time. I need to go somewhere. Come, let's make it quick. I took him to the chemistry classroom. Mr. Wright went inside and said, "Why did you tell him to wait here? There are plenty of places in school to talk." The classroom was, as usual, empty. Mr. Smith went inside and looked around, then said, "Where's your father? I don't see him. What kind of joke is this?" But before I could answer, the classroom door shut in my face. Mr. Wright started to scream terribly, as if there was someone else with him too. I heard him saying, "Oh my God, Smith, you are supposed to be dead." The next words that came out of his mouth were in fragments, but I could gather the idea was that he was apologizing to someone, saying that he didn't mean to pursue his wife with romantic interest and something more like that. Then he started to scream terribly. The game stopped, hearing his painful scream, and a few students came out. Everyone gathered outside the classroom. We all kept hearing Principal Wright begging for mercy to someone. Teachers tried to open the door, but nothing happened.
Wait a minute, I'm understanding this now. So when Mr. Smith, or whatever his name is, died, you know how the guy said it might have been from suicide? I mean, it was from suicide, probably from his wife cheating. What if the wife cheated with him and he knows that? So that's why he wants to get revenge on him. I'm a genius.
He kept screaming for a few more minutes, and then suddenly,
That's not right.
it all went silent. The cops were informed, and when they broke the door, we found our principal's body hanging from the ceiling in the same manner as Mr. Smith. No one could say what exactly happened that night inside the class.
Again, I am blurring this out. I am not gonna let you guys see this. You guys can watch the original video and you can see all this stuff, but no, I am not gonna let this pass through. Like I said, only that was gonna pass through.
When the cops asked me, did I see anyone going inside the room with Mr. Wright, as I was the first one to reach near the classroom door, I replied, I went to the washroom and came out hearing his scream, just like everyone else. Later, a few teachers said that Mr. Smith's wife has confessed to the cops about her affair with our school principal. This is why Mr. Smith took his life, due to depression and anxiety. But no one knows what happened to Principal Wright. They think he committed suicide out of guilt, but they don't know what I know. I think it was Mr. Smith who lured Mr. Wright using me as a medium, and then took his final revenge. But one question that still confuses my mind is
remember guys, revenge isn't always good. It might seem good at times, but it's not always good. It's never actually good, guys. Don't do it.
why did my chemistry teacher choose me to get his revenge? What do you think?
You were the chosen one. That was what it was. You were the chosen one. Well, that was very interesting. Very interesting. I want to say again, thank you to, if I'm right, IMR Scary Tales. Thank you so much for these videos. You are doing great at them. Once I'm done with this, I probably will react to more of these ones of them, because they're really good at drawing and that stuff. I mean, I would think they're drawing this, but I don't know. I don't do that much animation, so I mean, thank you so much for this, guys, for this. And yeah, thank you. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you next time, and goodbye. By the way, there's a part 3 on this, and I will, like, you know, it says 3 true stories. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak! 3 true school horror stories animated. So yeah, I'm gonna give this video like for doing a good job. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I hope you have a great day. Bye.